on the platform. So as the infrastructure guy, this really translates to a ton of infrastructure demand. And we're really talking about millions of servers, zettabyte scale storage, and hundreds of terabits per second of network capacity. And then today, even the smallest deployment we put together will require tens of thousands of servers. So that really set a high bar for an infrastructure provider like Oracle. And
we're learning that phase memorization skills are about as good as mine. Let's see. Does that help, Fei?
Yeah. So
I agree. You're really awesome. You are awesome
example
too.
We have with the example we have with Oracle here is that the way we integrate with OCI really is deeply at the network layer, and because of that, we need hundreds of terabits per second of interconnection traffic, and because of the way we integrate that way, it actually translates to thousands of fast connect, and I believe that's one of the reasons Oracle was the first to release 100G fast connect and then 400G. So together we're really pushing the boundary of infrastructure evolution, and we need to continue to do that because the business grows, and since 2021 when we first deployed, we really have seen a 60% increase in our monthly active users. And if you add the complexity and new features to the platform, our infrastructure needs to scale even beyond that. So that's really at the core of the problem we need to solve.
Well, I could not agree more. I feel like we talk about these numbers these days. I remember when a terabit was a lot, and I remember when a petabit didn't exist. And now suddenly we throw them around like, oh, it's just a few hundred, petabits of network traffic. It's fine. To do this, we really had to invest a significant amount of effort to design this network fabric together. I remember us on multiple iterations of the JFab in Virginia, for example. And there has been a lot of learnings that I know we at Oracle have gained from working hard to maintain and operate consistently at this scale. What I would say here is that I want to thank you and the team. It was not always an easy road. Sometimes there are bumps, and it has been amazing to work together to solve those problems. I'd like to understand a bit more about what's actually driving the scale in that growth. Right? You talked about 16% growth. Now, I don't know if many of you, but like TikTok was pretty big in 2021. So 60% growth in that past 4 years is huge in monthly active users. At some point, there's just not more people on Earth to use the service, which is a separate. That's not my problem yet with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So we're not quite reaching some saturation of all people on Earth. But one of the things that I remember was huge was when you actually launched TikTok Shop. What are some of the new ways that your users have used the platform that you just didn't expect early on?
Yeah, TikTok Shop is definitely a great example. And it's unique because it's a different type of shopping experiences. It's different from the traditional web-based shopping. It's all about live streams. And in the past 3 years, we have seen the number of live streams double on the platform. And for a shopping event like Black Friday, you can even observe number of shoppers even double on a single day. The good news is some of these shopping events are predictable, and so the way we handle the capacity is to basically plan them ahead of time. And the way we work with Oracle here is we plan in terms of demand and supply, just like how would you plan for your supply chain, and we do that in locksteps. The challenges come in when plans sometimes have to change, and very often on short notice. Thanks for the flexibility the OCI team has provided to us so we can accommodate those changes. And at the end of the day, we're making sure we have enough capacity at exactly the time we need it. Other type of events may not be so predictable. So the way we handle those are, we need to build a smart load balancing system so that we can take into consideration all sorts of information we can gather, including those telemetries we get from OCI, And we're even sometimes tap into something deeper like data center information, temperature and power cappings. So we can really respond to load spikes fast and precisely while maintaining the efficiency and stabilities.
Completely agree, right? And I think obviously in the retail space, Black Friday is critical. One of the things I'm very proud of is that I think our teams have an amazing Black Friday readiness program that we implemented. We do that every year. If you didn't know, it's coming up again. So it's really important, I think, that we do that and we make sure your customers are happy again this year.
Look forward to that.
Yes. When you manage such a large-scale infrastructure and you grow at such a fast pace, what do you have to do to maintain that user experience? Because look, you know, Fanfei runs all of this infrastructure, both cloud as well as a whole bunch of other infrastructure. You're kind of in that middle ground where we're here and then you're there and then you've got all your customers yelling at you. What do you have to do to make things work?
That's a great question. At TikTok, we're really obsessed about user experiences. And as a matter of fact, we even test almost all of our engineering work against user performance, user experience metrics. The metrics could be whether the user liked the video, whether they finished watching the video, or they just simply swipe through the videos. And we do that even for the infrastructure layer. So this is definitely beyond the typical network latency or response time type of metrics. And basically we want to make sure whatever infrastructure solution we put together, user will stay engaged with our platform. And once you establish those user experience metrics, you really would consider stability as the most important factor contributing to user experiences. And you definitely want to avoid large-scale incident, failures, outages at all costs. But to me, very often the smaller things matters as well. It could be a minor code bugs, or someone pulled the wrong cable in the data center. That happens, and it could cause a cascading failure to your infrastructure. For that, you cannot simply just rely on the SLAs, because those are the minimum requirement. We need something more proactive and more day-to-day. So the way we work with Oracle is we actually establish a set of joint stability goals. Those are top-down goals, which means those are sponsored and supported by senior leadership on both sides. So the two teams, when they conduct daily work, they have stability as the top priority in their mind. When they develop new features or they roll out changes, they will have stability as a priority. So on top of that, we share full transparency at the infrastructure layer. We write our operation procedures together. So really the two teams work seamlessly like a team together. I have to say there's no secret here. What we have done together, there's a lot of hard work together, and you have to do that consistently every single day.
I completely agree, but the reality is that when we are having problems, which we hope are rare, and they are, the key is to have both of our teams working together, right? And I've seen it many times. There'll be something happening, whether it's a plan for the future, right, a game day, kind of like what we do with Black Friday, or an actual operational incident, and we bring everyone together. We're looking at the same data. We have all access to the same whiteboards. We have definitely learned a lot. And what I wanted to say to you, and I think to everybody, TikTok, I can tell you from personal experience, OCI, Oracle would not be where we are today without all of the opportunity and the learnings that we've had from serving you and your customers. So thank you very, very much.
We really appreciate the partnership as well, and I really appreciate the comment as well. TikTok growth, Oracle has definitely played a very vital role in that growth. And I do want to take the opportunity to thank teams from both sides for their hard work, which made everything possible. And I also want to emphasize that the work we do really matters, because TikTok is not only just a fun app, it's a platform that creates opportunities for millions of people and businesses, and we're really trying to make the world a better place. So for that, we're sharing a view to our economic and social impact report. I strongly encourage the audience to take a look.
Look, Fanfei, It has been amazing to work with you over the past few years. I'm very excited for what comes next. Thank you for coming out here and sharing your story with everybody. Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you, Chris.